What's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and I'm out by the goat pen today because we're fixing to start a little project next to my barn here. So every farm needs places to lock up animals, need different paddocks per se. And I've done hot wire electric fencing in the past. Doesn't work real great with goats. See Keeping It Dutch's videos. So what I want to do is fence in this little area right here. So my driveway runs up that way. We'll have probably half an acre that we can fence in, and then eventually, not on this project, we're going to start right here first, fence this in, and it'll kind of wrap around and tie into my barn, so the animals that are using this paddock will be able to go down and get into the barn. And then, as I was saying, eventually I'm going to take a fence probably and go from my barn or from my corral system there down past the greenhouse to the creek and wrap around and fence in a couple more acres. And the reason I want to do that is because if you watch Keeping It Dutch, he's got sheep and his steer Jesse, and right now he's trying to feed out Jesse, but he can't lock individual animals up separately without having the hassle of going out every day and trying to lock them up and feed them independently, all that stuff. So here on our farm, you know, the buck's not with the does all the time with the goats. I always want somewhere to keep him separately. I don't like just pinning him in a little small, like 10 by 20 pen. So I want to build something a little bit bigger, but we're also going to be getting a new addition to the farm soon. I got something in the works and I need somewhere to put it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Hopefully within the next week or two, we'll have them here. Pretty exciting stuff. My wife's happy about it, I know that. So we'll have a pen to put that or those, whichever it's going to be, animals in here. And we can probably put our buck in there with him in the off season. So I'm gonna load up this morning and head towards Davis, pick up a post hole digger from my friends over at GP Rents. So I'm not out here digging posts by hand. And I'm gonna go pick up my brother. Need an extra worker out here. So they've got an interesting little post hole digger style that I've never used. I usually just use one on a 3-point hitch on a tractor, but this one has it's a like independent unit. So I'm gonna go pick it up, test it out, and see how we like that, and get some post holes dug and start this project. Obviously this isn't gonna be a one video kind of project or a one day kind of project. It's gonna take us a little while to build this fence. So let's start this adventure. It's time to start a new project. So this is the Ground Hog HD99. It's actually technically called an earth drill, but it's more commonly known as an auger. And this one is towable, so you can just hook onto it and drive down the road. It's got a little Honda motor on the back. This handle flips over, the hitch comes off. I'll go through all that, show you how this thing works real quick. But this thing right here makes digging post holes much faster. And I mean much faster than if you're doing it by hand with a pair of post hole diggers with, you know, the two handles that you separate. Oh, those are a workout. This thing here can be a workout. It's not just super easy, but it works great for digging post holes for if you're going to build a fence or whatever it is you need to dig a hole in the ground. This thing will do the job. And when I went over and rented it from GP Rents, Great Plains, Kubota, they said they had a 4, 6, 8, and a 10-inch auger, I believe. And I opted for the 8-inch auger because we're going to be setting concrete posts to stretch our fence off of. So I need quite a bit of concrete at the bottom. So let's get this thing unhooked and I'll show you how it works. So as I was saying, this thing is made for a one-man operation. When I dig my holes out here, I'm going to use my brother to help me because two people pushing on this thing work a lot better than one. But it's designed to be done with one person. So we're just going to unhook it, just like that. It's got a pin right here that holds this in place. We'll raise this part up, set the motor on the ground. Look at there. The hitch just comes right off, and we'll store it here on the Kubota. Super simple. The handles just flip right over, like so. Now, May bring you guys a little closer here. Our auger attachment goes right here. So you can tell that took all of about a minute to assemble. The handlebar here allows you to get leverage to push down. It's got forward and reverse. Super, super powerful. This thing is hydraulic. It's got a hydraulic pump on it. So let's get her fired up and go dig a hole. So the controls are super simple. Pull one way for forward, go the other way for reverse. So if you get down in the hole and it gets stuck, you can always just put it in reverse. If you need a different angle, you can adjust the handles higher so you can get more leverage. And one other thing, if you're going to be up next to a tree or a building or something, you can flip the handles over, they lock into place here, and then you can dig really close to something. Pretty cool little trick. So this little Ground Hog auger really is that simple to use. There's nothing to it. It's one-man operation. And like I said, you'll see here in a minute, I use two because I got my brother down here to help me. Put one person on either side. If you get into harder ground, you can push down, have a little more leverage. And it's just a little bit less of a workout. But this thing, hands down, 100 times better than getting out here with a set of hand digging post hole diggers. Or like when I was a kid, my dad built a lot of fence. He was a fence builder in the wintertime. We had a gas-powered auger, but it was handheld, kind of like what you see ice fishermen use. It had like two sets of handles, kind of X-shaped, and two people get a hold on either side, or one person on either side, and that thing just beat you to death as it went down. This, super stable, super easy to use. It's got a big Honda gas engine. I'm telling you what, it's awesome. So if you're anywhere in Oklahoma and you're looking to build fence, and you don't have an auger on the back of your tractor like me, go rent something like this little Ground Hog HD99 gas-powered earth digging drill machine. It's awesome. It works great. It's a time saver, a money saver. I'm not going out and buying one of these because literally I may use one once every 2 or 3 years because I hate building fence. So go check them out, guys. Like I said, you guys know I partner with GP Rents, Great Plains, Kubota, because they have awesome equipment like this that saved me a lot of time on my farm. You may not be in the area where Great Plains is located, but you may have a rental place near you. Go check them out. And if you're in Oklahoma, check out Great Plains. Well, that's all the work I'm gonna get done today, guys. It is raining on me out here, starting to rain. I was trying to get all these holes drilled before the rain because I hate working in the mud. But hopefully we get this fence stretched. And as I said in the beginning of this video, we've got a new addition coming. They're on the way. He, she, they, it, whatever, coming soon. And I've got to get this fence built so we have somewhere to separate them from the goats, because we don't want them mixed in with the goats. Because quite honestly, I know most of you guys watch my good buddy Dutch from Keeping It Dutch, and he's got old Steve, his sheep, that he can't keep separate from Jesse the steer, and he fights them all the time. So that's why I'm out here taking the time, building a fence to keep my animals separated. So guys, that's all I've got for today. I'm gonna get all my equipment put up before I get wet out here and go in the house and get cleaned up. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.